Hey, it's great to be back in the car, and what a comeback for former Vice President Joe Biden on Super Tuesday, winning 10 out of the 14 races, and now is in the lead of delegates. Think about this. Back on February 22nd, predicted, the betting site, Biden was at only 13% in Texas and 7% in Oklahoma. In Minnesota, he was at 1% for winning that, and he won all three. So now we've also had Buttigieg and Klobuchar and Bloomberg all drop out of these races and endorse Biden. And today we had Elizabeth Warren drop out of the race, but I haven't seen if she's endorsed anyone, either Sanders or Biden. This is simply the greatest comeback in the shortest amount of time in political history that I've witnessed since I've been alive in a presidential campaign. So pretty cool stuff. I would also say this is better than the comeback kid at Bill Clinton, also John McCain when he was bankrupt in 2007. So this really comes down to now a two-man race with the front runner is Biden at this point. And we did see an enormous rally in healthcare stocks since Super Tuesday as the markets adjusted to the possibility of shoring up the Affordable Care Act. And all of those readers out there who read my research and saw what I wrote on Joe Biden, obviously you probably were out there taking advantage of this because you knew he was going to do that, so you saw that those healthcare stocks were going to rally. So with that in mind, I thought we'd do a quick review to help everybody else out of what Biden's top three priorities are for everyone. Again, this is all up on the website, including a recent article on COVID-19. So here are Biden's big three. Similar to the other Democrat candidates, right? His economic policies stand in sharp contrast to the Republican policies of individual and corporate tax cuts and regulatory reform under the Trump administration. And number two, Biden really is unique amongst the top Democrat candidates because he does not advocate for a significant restructuring of the U.S. economy. While he does have detailed policies, his plans are mainly directed at reforming areas like the Affordable Care Act and the criminal justice system, as well as shoring up Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid programs. However, Biden does propose significant changes for two areas, energy and the environment. So keep that in mind. And thirdly, the last thing, similar to the other top Democrat candidates and contenders, we should expect a short-term and long-term dramatic impact on the company's relevant sector values from his policies, specifically on energy. Unlike any of the other candidates, his focus really is on healthcare, energy, and the environment, those big three. And it's why I think all of those and why the markets reacted strongly to his policies after the Super Tuesday, right? And I think that's why the markets reacted so strongly. I don't know, long-winded way of saying markets are repricing the risk of downside risk from a Sanders presidency. And this is far from over. I just want to make that clear for everybody. And we're going to have to see how Biden does during the mano-a-mano debates that are coming up. Okay, I'm Andy Busch, economist, market expert, and keynote speaker, and trying to move you guys from chaos to confidence.